was an effective, if dramatic, solution. Sometimes a wig was worn on top, which ironically could become its own lice hotel if not cleaned properly. Still, the logic was clear. No hair, no home for the vermin. Fleas were another problem, especially for those sleeping in straw mattresses or surrounded by animals. There weren't flea collars or bug sprays, only smoke fumigation and herbal sachets tossed between the sheets. Some believed certain smells repelled the pests. Others probably just hoped the fleas moved on to someone smellier. But the real solution was endurance. Everyone itched, everyone scratched. It was part of life, like taxes, death, or stepping in something unspeakable near the market stalls. Ah, the medieval toilet, a term that feels wildly optimistic. Because in truth, going to the bathroom in the Middle Ages was less about comfort and more about creative improvisation and lowered expectations. Let's start with the elite. Castles had garderobes, which were basically closets with a hole in a stone bench that dropped straight down, sometimes into a moat, sometimes into a pit, and occasionally into an unfortunate patch of earth someone forgot to fence off. These were often located high up in towers for privacy and the added thrill of gravity. If you were below one, you learned quickly not to loiter. Peasants, on the other hand, had fewer luxuries. Most did their business outside, in the woods, near the river, or behind the barn. Some villages had communal pits, essentially outhouses with very low standards and even lower privacy. Your neighbour might be in there, discussing crop yields mid-squat. For nighttime needs, chamber pots were the star of the show. These portable pots were tucked under beds or beside sleeping areas, ready to receive contributions in the dead of night. If you've never had the pleasure of relieving yourself into a cold ceramic bowl next to your sleeping family in the pitch dark, congratulations, you're not medieval. And what did they do with the contents of said pots? They threw them out the window. Literally. With a hearty shout of, "Garde l'eau! Watch out for the water!" Residents would dump their waste into the street below, ideally not hitting any passers-by. But let's face it, accuracy wasn't guaranteed. Street sanitation was handled mostly by gravity and pigs. Cities sometimes had gutters or central ditches to carry waste away, though these often clogged, overflowed, or just sat there fermenting into a neighbourhood feature. Toilet paper? Not quite. People used rags, moss, straw, their hands, or, for the very refined, bits of wool or linen scrap.